guys, Candy here at my mobile homestead. I'm just going to do a quick update about my son Daniel. He is still in the hospital. He seems to be progressing well. He will come home, we don't know when at the moment, on a, he will have a wheelchair, he has a walker, he's gonna bedside commode, stuff like that. And so I got his bed moved in here, and we still have to figure out the ramp. But at the moment, I'm having physical therapy show him how to. I had an idea that we could. Yesterday we tried to do physical therapy, and they have like little stairs, like fake stairs to nowhere, in there, and they wanted him to sit down from a standing position on the stairs, and it was he's 6'5", and it was just way too far down, and he's already been in bed for a long time, and his muscles have really started to atrophy, so he's just like trying to go down. He could feel himself gonna drop, and he just had pelvic surgery. He has I found out there's 2 incisions in the back that go in the back, and the screws go in this way, and then the incision on the front where they piece together his pelvis, so his pelvic bone. So yeah, he does not want to jounce down there. And so what my idea was to take a folding chair, like one with no arms on it, and put it sideways up to the steps so he could transfer from the wheelchair to the folding chair, and then reach back, grab a step, and slide himself onto the step. I think it can be done, especially because he's using his arms. He's got some good arm strength going on right now. So hopefully, I sent him a message to give that a try, because a ramp is not happening right now. I have one company that I have to call to excuse me, to see about renting a ramp, but still I have to have money. I have a GoFundMe set up on my Facebook. I'll go ahead and put it in the description below if there's anyone who wants to. It's not on my Facebook and would like to contribute to that. That would be wonderful and greatly appreciated. I just like wow at the moment. We measured in our backyard. We have like dirt going across the front yard underneath a tree, and it's like, I don't know how we'd have to do a ramp across there just so he could get across the dirt part into the backyard, and it's paved in the backyard, but we have this tree that's only 20 inches from my house, which technically is not very safe at all, but they won't move it because I'm supposed to have. I don't understand where they're thinking on this one, and I will go on that tangent on another video, let me tell you. But at 20 inches, I believe the wheelchair is 2 feet or more, so I don't think that it will squeeze in there. So we have a little bit of a conundrum as far as that goes. So at this point, our only option, unless I have an email into an organization out here in East County. They're called the East County Posse. We used them for my friend who had cancer a couple years ago, and they did a really good job, and I'm hoping that they'd be willing to help me out. If not, that's okay. I'll figure it out. It's not, really doesn't have to be a permanent ramp. It doesn't. It can be temporary, but to rent one, I mean, some people are like, well, maybe you could rent one, except I have to rent it for 3 to 6 months, hopefully only 3, but still, that's 3 months of, I don't know how much it costs per month to rent one of those, and you can rent them by the day as well. But unless they're like only $10 or $20 a day, I'm not thinking that it's $20 a day. Comes out to, I have no idea. I can't figure out the math. Because I really, really suck at math. I'll bet you before I figure it out on this calculator, you guys will have it all figured out. Let me see. At $20 a day, so for 30 days, well, that's now $600 a month. Why, that's half my rent. If it were $10 a day, that would be for 30 days, $300 a month. Okay, so that part I could figure out. Really, I should have been able to figure out the first one. Okay, anyway, so yeah, we're a little bit of a pickle as far as that goes. We're getting the inside ready, but the ramp part, that's going to be, I don't see it happening. I really don't. Unless East County Posse can come, because it's going to cost me way too much money to put in a ramp. And the way my front steps, they're really, really tall, comes up to the height of my living room. It's the highest point of the house. And so they would have to go down, because it's like so many inches per square foot or something, that you have to go down at this angle, like a 30% grade or whatever. And then it would have to turn and then go out to the front and to the street out there. There is just absolutely, so we'd have to knock out part of my gate, which if they're willing to do it, that's cool. But because of the backyard issue, unless they are willing to cut down that tree, which I would be A-okay with it being cut down. But cutting down a tree is a little bit costly. So I don't know. But, putting in a ramp, or the ramp could end up being cheaper if someone could, cut down that tree. So I'm just trying to figure it all out. Anyway, it's coming up on 8 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and close. But I just wanted to update you guys, and I apologize about all the rambling. I am just still like, I'm doing a little bit better. His lungs, last night he had to have the oxygen put back on. He went all day long without the oxygen, and I kind of figured that he was probably going to end up with the oxygen again too, because it drops for everybody when you're sleeping, but it dropped down into the upper 80s, so they had to put him back on oxygen. So previous to the accident, Daniel was a two-pack a day smoker, and right before the accident, he had been sick, and then he had gotten pneumonia. So smoking, pneumonia, accident with holes in his lungs. So that just didn't make for anything good at all. And other than that, he's progressing very, very well, and we anticipate complete recovery. So I thank everybody for all of your prayers, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and post that connection to the GoFundMe down at the bottom. So if anyone is able to help, I would appreciate it. That's from my heart. I appreciate it very much. If you can. If you can't, it's cool. I'm not, it's cool. I can't. So I love you guys. God bless.